While we're waiting on Rich Girl to get herself together, let's toss it to J Rod from the And Then We Had Sex podcast. One half of the And Then We Had Sex podcast.
One half, the other half
J-Rod
just walked in.
J
Rod in the evening. That's my favorite drop. J Rod in the evening. That's my favorite drop.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm J Rod, author, writer.
Hey.
One day philanthropist. With this lady right here, we got a podcast, And Then We Had Sex. The podcast, the fastest growing podcast wherever you listen to it. You know.
Why are you all the way in the camera? I ain't barely
because I was trying to.
Hey, how y'all doing? Good. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Everybody looks great. Great lighting. Okay, I'm here. Go ahead.
Thank you. RG J Rod is smoking hookah like you.
Not today.
Man.
Hookah-ish.
Yeah, a little something like that.
I have this, so I'm ready.
So tell us about the And Then We Had Sex podcast. Tell us how it came about. Tell us, because y'all are doing some really, really dope things. So I want to be sure that we shout y'all out and make sure that we show y'all love for all of the dope stuff that y'all are doing.
Thank you. You go ahead.
We started the podcast about 2 years ago. Kristen, who's a stand-up comedian.
It's 3.
3?
Because the babies weren't born, remember?
Get it right.
I was pregnant.
Yeah, but we didn't start the podcast until after.
I was pregnant when we... Okay, go ahead.
Well,
right. Anyway.
They're married couples, so they argue, guys, just in case.
Right.
But anyway, so we started the podcast a while back. It was supposed to be a platform for her to continue doing her comedy, and it just kind of grew from there. We talk everything from sex to relationships. Comedy, pop culture. We talk about a lot of things, but we stick primarily into the relationship type of situations and try to be unfiltered and uncut as much as possible.
It's nasty.
It's nasty as fuck. Yeah.
I would definitely enjoy
so is Rich Girl. So there's that.
That's right up my alley.
Yeah.
Fits right in. When you look up nasty in the dictionary, there's a picture of RG right there.
Look, see?
The nastiest of the nasty. So, all right, RG, you got your sound together. So go ahead and introduce yourself, ma'am, and tell them what we're about to do. You reading the first letter, right?
Right.
All right. So introduce yourself and then hop into the first letter.
Okay, so you know me. I'm Rich Girl. And this is the real raw Ratchet Advice, where you send us letters and we give you advice, relationship advice, co-workers, anything, friends, PPP loan fraud, anything you got going on. We are here to help you, child support, back pay, all that. You send us a letter and we will give you the best advice that we can.
If you need a reference for a job.
If we can't solve your issue, then you don't have an issue.
Reference.
We're that good.
We do it all. Yeah, we do. Okay, RG. First letter, what you got?
Okay, so you can hear me good?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
It says, I'm single and I date somewhat, but it seems like every guy wants sex. Why is sex so important? Why not get to know me first? We go out to dinner or to a lounge and they want sex afterwards. If he's willing to sleep with me on the first night, how many other women have he slept with? It seems like men aren't looking for classy women anymore. Women have absolutely no respect for themselves, sleeping with any and everybody. That's not me. And I refuse to degrade myself for any man. You have to be my man for us to have sex. Someone committed to me and I'm committed to them. I live in Dallas. Do you know where I can find any real men?
Okay, well, let's give it to our guests. J Rod and Kristen, how would you help this young lady?
Nah, you can first. I'm not gonna say some bullshit.
First and foremost, I hate when women say that just because they're giving it up on the first night, that doesn't make them classy. You can be a classy woman still giving up that ass. Come on, stop playing. Second of all,
because it's your choice at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If you want to be nasty, you can be nasty.
You can be classy and nasty. They both got A's in it.
Because one thing that I like.
Wait a minute. Did you say they both have A's or Aids?
A's, the letter A.
Okay.
The letter A.
One thing I've said before is that a lot of people, women are always, or dudes are always like, yo, I got it from her the first day or whatever. And I'm like, what if I got it from you? Like, what if it worked around the
flip
same?
it.
Exactly. So that part I don't, go ahead.
Yeah, that's really the biggest part. She said she's looking for a man. I think what she has to do is look inside of herself and figure out what she's doing to not get the type of man that she wants. You know, not to sound like Kevin Samuels, but a lot of times women go out here and they're looking for a certain thing, but they're not looking at what they're putting out to get that certain thing. You know,
right.
when you go on a fish, you don't fish with one type of bait. There's certain fish that like certain type of bait. So you got to go out there and make sure that you put in the right type of bait out there to get the fish that you're looking for, the man that you're looking for.
That's smart.
Are there a lot of men out there that aren't looking for sex? How many men are going to wait till we're in a committed relationship for sex?
No man that nobody wants is going to do that.
That's the type of man she's looking for. So that's not too common, is it? I mean, I'm sure
it sounds to me that she wants a man that no one else likes, including herself. So this is she doesn't need to do that. That's not going to happen.
She don't like it either?
No. I said that you said you said that where can she find a man that's not going to want sex from her? That's going to be a man that no one wants to be with. Like,
no. I don't think so. If that's the man that she chooses, that's the man she wants to be with. Right. If that's the man that
she's saying that these men want to have sex with her. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And she is, I guess, wants to wait till they're in a committed relationship before she has sex. No man that women actually like is going to do that. Like, no man that is popular with women is going to. Granted, there's a lot of men that aren't popular with women, so you could just get one of them that aren't getting laid. But if there's a guy that has options, he's not waiting for you. Like, he's going to have sex, and then y'all can figure out if y'all are compatible. A man that girls like is not going to commit to a woman he hasn't slept with. That sounds crazy.
All right.
In today's times.
Because you said a man that girls like, because you're speaking for other women that feel that way.
You in my
speaking of other women that feel that way.
No. This is why I'm
I'm speaking for men.
Look. You posted some stuff that I'm going to get to later. But you can't speak for what someone likes. At the end of the day, I hate when people generalize.
I didn't.
But listen, I hate when people generalize women like this and men like this. I think it's a case-by-case basis. So if she's looking for a man that doesn't want this, then that's who she likes. So someone likes that, apparently.
Ma'am, I said that. I said that.
You call her ma'am.
Yeah, she's a woman. I call her ma'am. I don't call her rich girl ma'am. But anyway.
All right.
I didn't speak for her. I said the only man you will be able to get that's not going to want to have sex with you and that's willing to even get into a committed relationship with you without sex is going to be a man that nobody wants. I didn't speak for her at all. I'm telling her that she's fighting a battle that's damn near impossible to win.
How do you know there's not other women like her that want men like that?
There might be a million women like her. I'm speaking for the men.
So how can you say it's a man that nobody wants if there's a million other women like her?
Exactly.
No, because there's more. There's 9 women that are not like her for every 10. Like, what do you mean? Ain't nobody waiting for committed relationships. Not many are waiting for committed relationships before they have sex. Not many.
I think the issue with DJ Green's generalization, as usual, is that it only includes one type of person. So to say that there aren't men who are willing to wait for women,
y'all don't listen well at all. I said men that are popular with women, the men that the women actually want to be with, they aren't doing that. That's what I said.
Okay.
Y'all are not listening to me. I didn't say nothing about what she wants.
I'm weak at the bell.
Yes, the bell has to come. So just because she didn't say anything about a man that's popular with women. She wants to know whether or not she can find a man, whether he's popular with women or not, who can meet her requirements. Her requirement is that she don't want to have sex out of the gate. Period. So whether that's a popular man or not, that man does exist.
Definitely. I never said he didn't.
Somewhere.
But go ahead.
But what I'm saying is that to what you're saying is that she's not going to be able to find a man that women don't. Maybe she doesn't care about other women wanting that man because she only wants him to want her.
I seriously doubt that. If she was looking for that man, it's very easy to find those guys. Those guys are every goddamn where. and they will wait for a committed relationship to be with her. I think she's shooting higher than I think she's shooting for the stars. And these guys, okay, they're more used to having sex. Maybe not the first date, but I mean, a guy that, like I said, a guy that is semi-popular with women is not going to wait 4 or 5 months to sleep with you. That's just not happening.
So here's the problem.
In today's times.
So here's the problem. I think that Instagram, social media, and all that stuff makes us want what we think is like the pop and shit. Like, you're like, everybody's going to want this because I'm putting this out and I'm doing this. At the end of the day, you're living your life. So if you want a specific type of person to be in your life, you're not worried about whoever else wants them. Everybody doesn't want the person that everybody wants. They want someone that's suitable for the life that they live. So why are we so worried about the popular person that's doing all this stuff that's flashy that everybody wants? I don't give a shit.
I don't think anyone listens to anything I said.
We don't have nothing in common.
I try to know.
It's not going to be compatible at all. So what's the point?
Showtime.
I don't know if you were saying that to me or that was just a statement. Y'all haven't listened to nothing I said. I said, remember, let me answer a question.
I heard it both times and still didn't agree.
No, when we replay it, I'm gonna take 10 minutes out of my time to go over this with you and J Rod play by play. But anyway, let me break it down. Let me answer her question. Yes, you can find that man. You need to find lesser attractive, lesser popular men, and they will be willing to go for way more shit. If every single guy she's dating is like cutting her off after the first or second date without sex, you're shooting too high. I'm gonna answer her question now. Shoot for guys at a lower tier. That's the answer. For what she wants, she needs a lesser man.
What's the tier? Because why is he a lesser man just because everyone doesn't want him? Maybe they're not ready for him.
You said what? Say it again?
I said, why does he have to be a lesser? What's the tier? Why does he have to be a lesser man? Maybe they're not ready for him. Maybe they're not at the standard that he needs them to be at. So why do you have to have a tier for like, oh, this is the high top, this is what everybody wants, and then down here, because he's willing to wait for you to have sex, you're lower. Why does that have to be the issue?
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. You're saying, why does she have to dumb down her
No, but why is it dumbing it down? Because she wants something different.
Why is a man that is
I don't deal in fantasy land. I deal in reality. if everyone you're meeting is cutting you off, because it sounds to me like she's getting cut off after the first or second date without having sex. If everyone you're meeting is doing that, these are guys that can get other girls. I'm just like I said, I don't deal in fantasy land and all this BS that everybody did. No. Those are probably guys that can get other girls. You need, if you really are strung out on this committed relationship before sex, which I think is a horrible idea, but that's just what she believes. It ain't gonna work unless you find. I take that back. It's gonna have to be a man with either strong religious beliefs or a man that is just lesser desired by women. And it's hard to find a high value man with extremely strong religious beliefs to the point where they're not sleeping with a motherfucker until they goddamn get in a serious relationship. It's out there, but it's hard to find. It's hard to find.
The flaw that I find in this theory, again, with most of DJ Green's theory, is that it only puts weight on things that are on the outside. It doesn't put any weight or value on what type of person that the individual actually is. You're saying that the person is not desirable, so he doesn't have a lot of sex with a lot of women, whatever the case may be. All of those things that you're basing it on are based on physicalities, right?
This letter is about physicality. It's about sex.
No.
Or really the lack of.
The letter is about sex. A relationship. At its core, the letter is about that she wants to find a relationship with somebody who meets the standards that she set. That's what the letter is about at its core. On the surface, it's about sex, but that's just low-hanging fruit, which is the stuff that you pull down every single week. It's the low-hanging shit. It's the easy shit. Oh, he don't got a lot of women. Oh, da 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 da. But you don't say nothing about what type of person that the individual could actually be. Maybe she's not meeting, or maybe she's not attracted to these people. I mean, these people are not having sex with her, so necessarily it's not a connection, because that's just not what she wants. Like, the fact of the matter is, let's be clear.
Go ahead.
At one point in time, like, having sex on the first date and pre-social media, like it
It's
was
taboo.
not cool to have sex with somebody.
I know.
It was frowned upon, right? So now that we're in a state where everybody's so easily accessible, it's easier to say, okay, well, if you don't have sex with me on the first date, I'm gonna leave because I got options. Like, nah, like that shit is again low hanging fruit. Like it's easy to take that away.
No, every guy did no. First of all, every man doesn't do that. Like,
No. I'm not
I'm pretty sure every guy didn't cut her off after the first date.
I'm not saying every man did, but what I'm saying is that as a society, we put more weight, like Christian said, on things that we see on social media as opposed to the value of the person.
Right, and social media is I agree to 100%. Social media is why this is happening, but we're trying to help this woman. My real advice is you need to maybe give up that belief. If you really like the guy, have sex with him. Because if you're waiting for a guy to commit to you,
so you're saying a male,
that means you have no.
It's smashing girls down on.
No. The woman said these guys all want to have sex. Okay, let me tell you something about male nature. Men want to have sex.
Find those type of men that, like, I wouldn't suggest her to go to the club. So I would maybe suggest go to church. Maybe find a good godly man. Maybe that's like
right, but it will have to be a man.
Find the type of man she wants. She's not telling you to try to replace the type of man she wants. She wants this type. This is the type she wants. Yeah. So let's help her get this type, not the type that you want her to have.
It's gonna have to be a man with extremely strong religious beliefs to the point where he will wait till y'all get married to have sex. Because the whole thing is,
it could just be someone that respects a certain
level of maturity.
Yeah, it could be somebody that just respects the type of person that she is, or likes her enough to be able to follow through with that. I know people that are not super religious that have waited because that is their person. That's who they want to wait for. And they're willing
you know several men that have celibated from sex, even though they were getting sex and they stopped having sex. I celebrated. I don't give me a bell. I don't care.
It's a celebration.
I try to use celibate as a verb. I don't know. They were absent. I don't know. They stopped having sex.
Turn it into an adjective.
So you're saying, and I'm not saying you're lying. You say you know men that stopped having sex, that were having sex, waited to have sex with this woman, even though it took forever.
I know multiple couples,
men,
and I know men and women. Yeah, well,
I'm gonna talk about the men.
The couples that I'm talking about, yes, they happen to be heterosexual couples, and they both waited.
We waited.
Yeah.
I waited.
Wait, rich girl, don't you ever get up here and lie.
And for me,
don't you ever get up here and lie again. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
They didn't do it on the first date.
I didn't say first date. They said committed relationship. This woman said committed relationship before sex.
We waited a few weeks.
This woman said committed relationship before sex, period.
Right. But you're saying that people don't wait, and I waited weeks, probably a month.
And that was in 1982. We are in an international dating market now.
That was in 2003.
You know what I'm saying? That was in 1977, rich girl. It's a different time.
That was a good time.
When someone can change up, when someone has a fact to debunk what you're saying, then you change the whole statement to try to fix what you're trying to say. You said that men don't wait, and I'm telling you. I mean, you said
I'm telling you, this woman didn't. This woman
have sex on the first night. Like
no. This woman is saying that she has to have a committed situation before she sleeps with a guy. A committed situation could happen in a month. I'm pretty sure she's met some men that were willing to wait a few weeks or a month or even a month and a half.
If she did, she probably wouldn't write this letter.
Which means that the guys she's meeting aren't that interested in her.
Or maybe
that's what that means.
It's not what she wants in her as far as a relationship. You can't You
You're right. You could be correct.
Because
you could be right.
I believe they're not interested in her part.
But
there could be a lot of them that's just not interested in her, and that's why.
Right, like she's not that cool.
If they're not interested in her, they want to have. But why do they want to have sex with her then?
You said what?
If they're not interested in her, why do they want to have sex with her?
A lot of men base a lot of their interest in women on sex.
Yeah.
Maybe not a lot, but at least a good % of it. You know what I'm saying?
So she's correct. They're losing interest because she's not having sex with them.
No,
not really. They
not because he's not having sex, because she will have sex. She just wants.
Yeah. Basically what Green was going to say. They're losing interest because they just wasn't interested. They just wanted some ass. You know what I mean? So, I've seen that a lot. I mean, to be honest, I've been that guy. I've been that guy before. Where
they're not looking for a committed relationship. Period.
Right.
Possibly. Right.
I can agree with that.
So maybe our advice to her is that she needs to, number one, open up the dating pool and be sure that before she actually goes out with these men, she needs to do a better job of screening them and be sure that they're looking for the same thing that she's looking for, right?
I wouldn't recommend that. I wouldn't recommend her saying to no guy on the first day, "Hey, I'm looking to be married tomorrow." Don't say that.
Saying that. No, I'm not saying that. But you can in your conversation, in your text message, you can see where a person is at. You can see what they're about. If he starts sending you cock pics on the second time you text him, like you know what's up. I
don't know why, but that's gonna be my new way to say dick pic.
If that's what you get the second time y'all texting, you know the vibe. Like you get a good morning, beautiful, and then you got some meat, and you got some meat meal. You know what's up.
Meat man.
I agree with you, Showtime. And I think what it is, she's not a good judge of character because, like you said, if the guy sends you a cock pic the first day, you probably shouldn't go on a date with him if you're not even willing to you're not that type of freaky woman. You know what I'm saying?
Cock pic. Look,
I don't want to know why.
We both use that term. But
I want to know why is she against sleeping with him before committed? Like, what if you get into the committed relationship and he's garbage? Like you're committed.
That's why I said this is a different market. Most people don't do that.
Test it out first.
I mean, I'm not gonna take if that's her belief. Fine.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying a lot of men aren't with that.
Yeah, I was speaking on behalf of her, but I will say myself that I don't want to be disappointed if I'm going to be all in.
Trust and believe. I had that thing out for a test from many a time.
So you're saying you wouldn't commit before sex?
That's me. I'm talking
right.
about
right. No, I just want to know. That's all.
I didn't.
So that means that everyone on this panel wouldn't do that.
But
so that means that
done it, and I understand why they didn't do it because I know them.
I did it.
He did it.
You did what?
I
did not have sex.
Oh, you stopped having sex until you got in a committed situation. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't something I wanted to do, but I did it with the girl.
Because you had high interest.
That is, she was making it sound like Jesus was gonna put me in hell if I didn't. So
she sold you some shit. She sold something to you.
Hold on, time out.
This is hilarious.
Hold on, time out. Please, time out. I have questions. I have so many questions. So wait a minute. She made you feel like Jesus was going to be in hell for having unmarried sex.
She is a hustler. She's a hustler.
Right. We used to pray every night. It was a long distance relationship too. We used to
you was gone. You was gone.
Yeah. It was really weird. And she was like, I don't want to have sex. And the funny part is when I actually went to the state that she was in and we had sex, I felt condemned. I was like, oh Lord, how are we gonna have sex? I thought you said the Lord was
Did you pray afterwards? Did you pray and repent afterwards?
Nah,
honestly, we didn't pray afterwards.
Look, the Lord,
we didn't pray afterwards.
Wait, y'all did?
Yeah, we prayed.
The Lord was speaking through her. It was just her. She was like, nah, if you have sex with me, if I agree to have sex, then it's okay. It's fine.
Let me tell you something. That girl talk game was immaculate.
Yes.
God damn. I don't even want to talk to no girl like this. I got that type of power. I'm good.
You should start speaking in tongues when y'all was drunk.
Nah, and the funny part was she was a freak after like all of that was said and done. I think she just wanted to make sure I wasn't going anywhere and I wasn't going to be a hoe. So, you know,
right.
she
Unfortunately, he went
It
somewhere.
was a scam. It was a scam. She was running a scam.
It was a scam. I don't want to say that. She might be listening.
Yeah, that's. I'm not here. I'm gonna go back again. I'm gonna
No, come back. Christy, come back. Okay, so let's put a bow on this one. So I say that she needs to kind of open up the dating pool, do a little bit more digging before she goes out on dates. That's my advice to her. Green, you say what? Real quick.
My true advice is to, well, I can't tell her to give up her beliefs. So I would say, really the same thing you're saying. You need to do a better screening of the men you even going on that first date with.
Okay.
Like,
RG,
you need to see if he's more of a family-oriented man. You know what I mean?
Okay, RG, what's your advice to her, real quick?
Have sex with them.
Her face straight. See, that's what's bad.
Say less. I wouldn't expect anything different from you, RG. I wouldn't expect anything else. J-Rod, your advice in 5 seconds.
Basically, pick the right type of man.
Pick the right type of man. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put out what you want to get in.
Okay. Kristen?
Just expand your network. Don't go for the same people you've been going for. Go to other places, meet other people.
That's the key. All right, so if you're just tuning in, this is Real Raw Ratchet Advice. We had a young lady who was not getting what she desired in her dating life because everybody wanted to have sex, and we gave her the advice that she needed. So if you got an issue going on in your relationship, in your sex life, in your marriage, in your friendship, in your family, at your workplace, email us, talkingtotownunfiltered@gmail.com, or you can DM anybody on this panel, and we will get to your stuff. So I'm going to read the next letter. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, this letter reads, it says, "Hi, I'm a married woman in her early 30s. I was seeing another married man a little older than me. When we met, it was an instant connection. We saw each other multiple times a week. Then COVID came and we were forced back in the house. One thing led to another, and it'd be weeks before we see each other. Weeks led to months. We tried to stick it out, but then came a Saturday in November, and we had a disagreement. From that Saturday, we didn't have any interaction with each other until May 3rd of this year. So about 6 months had passed without any conversations at all. May 3rd was my birthday, so he reached out at midnight exactly to say happy birthday. A couple weeks go by and no contact. I see a meme that reminded me of him, so I sent it to him. We began to talk, not really digging underneath the surface to figure out what our issues really were, just slightly scraping the surface. A couple of days went by, and we told each other how much we missed each other and that we still had love for each other. Before we started having issues, we tell each other that we loved each other every night before bed. So when we started back conversing, he told me he loved me before bed. I instantly felt guilty because in April of 2021, I decided to see someone else that I had known for 17 years. The next day, I decided to tell him about the old new guy. He was hurt. You told me that we had a couple of forevers together, but you're seeing someone else. But then he always said that he saw another woman. He also said he saw another woman outside of his wife twice. He then realized that he was searching for someone that could only be found in me. I feel like we both decided to see other people. I just so happened to like the person I was seeing. He didn't like the person he was seeing, so he decided to date him. Well, that's what he told me. He never thought that I'd move on. I guess he expected me to not talk to anyone the entire 6 months we didn't speak. So that brings me here. How do I rebuild my old relationship into a friendship with him? Do I rebuild it or let it go? I mean, I still have love for him. We had a lot of good times and laughs together. When I told him about my new old boo, he was so hurt. I just don't want things to get any more confusing. I don't want any animosity. And more than anything, I don't want to lose a friend. As of now, I'm still in a complicated marriage, and I'm still talking to the old new guy. I feel like things between he and I are awkward as of now, but I don't want it to be.
They married? Both of them are married to other people?
Everybody's married. Everybody's married.
Yes.
When is she getting her divorce? Like
don't sound to me like she's planning one at all.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's fresh.
That's fresh.
Everyone is married. That is correct, sir.
Go to your husband and your wife. What? I don't even know
I think that's the first word that we need to say is divorce is somewhere. A divorce needs to happen somewhere in the situation.
The only advice I have is divorce your husband and stop making a fool out of that man.
You got old booze, new booze, booze around the corner. What the hell? Like, come on.
Okay, but she didn't ask us about her husband. That's not her. That's not her question.
That's what the fuck she should be asking.
Like, how you gonna ask a question about your side piece?
Two side niggas, multiple side niggas.
Like, save where you are first, and then you can worry about the extra people. That's a lot of stress. That's stress.
That's a lot of stress, child.
Yeah. I don't even know how to answer.
So what was the question?
I ain't even doing it. I'm stressed.
She wants to. How does she make her first? What is a male mistress even called? A side nigga, I guess. Her original side. She wants to know how she make her original side nigga not be mad at her, right?
It said,
the first side nigga.
I'm gonna read the last part. It says, I don't want things to get any more confusing. I don't want any animosity. And more than anything, I don't want to lose a friend. As of now, I'm still in a complicated marriage, and I'm still talking to the old new guy. That's the second guy.
She has two side niggas and a husband.
Child, what we gonna do with this husband first, child?
Yeah, please put that man out of his misery, please.
Okay, J-Ron and Kristen, go. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta give her some advice.
I don't know how to go. She has to. She's worried about it's way too many things going on. It's all this going on. It's also a pandemic. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot happening. And I think you just got to get home taken care of first before you worry about everybody else. Does she have kids? Because if you have kids, then you don't want all that extra stress. They stress you out.
Here go. If she really
probably does.
Advice, suck that nigga dick.
All right.
And then after that,
Which one?
He'll be okay.
Which one?
The first nigga she was cheating on her husband with.
The original side nigga.
The original side.
All three dicks. Suck all three dicks.
Let me tell you something. That woman ain't sucked her husband dick probably in years. And he is the king of simps. There's no way a woman can be emotionally tied to two other men and she's still even fucking you on a regular. But even though he's that stupid, she needs to divorce her husband first.
Let me ask this. Does the husband know that she's doing this?
It's sad. I've seen guys do this shit. It's sad. But there's some guys that just don't. They're just like, they love their wife and they really think that that's not going to happen to them. And this woman, the woman will show you she don't love you at all. She won't sleep with you. She'll goddamn be out all night. Like, for her to have two side niggas?
Yeah, she's
not giving her husband no ass. Like, she's not getting no ass.
But listen, okay, so this is what number one, she said that it's a complicated marriage. So I don't know, maybe I don't know if that means
too.
Huh?
He's cheating too?
Maybe he's cheating or not.
Huh?
Maybe it's open.
But I think she would have said it was open in the beginning.
Right, I don't think that's the case. Because they wouldn't be side dudes.
Then what's complicated about it?
It's complicated because she don't like her husband at all.
She said
that's the complicated
No, it's complicated because her husband got money.
Right, he probably taking care of her. Yeah, yeah.
She said she hadn't spoken to her first dude in months.
Broke dick is the best dick. I will say that.
Which one?
That's why you got me, boo. Oh, that's why you got me.
Y'all think it's crazy.
So they should be a duel, is what you're saying, Kristen. They should like duel it out.
Yeah, they should battle it out like gladiator style.
She can have her side niggas run a train on her.
Just see who like it more. I don't know. That's crazy. Because it was like a serious question. I was listening, and he was like, yeah, his wife and my husband. I was like, wait a minute. I forgot everything else that was said. What did you say? That's a lot.
RG, what's your advice?
Let's talk of some divorces somewhere in this. I need that word to come up.
So plural. So every
If
more
Green can make up a word, I can too.
No, that's a word. No, that's a word.
We make up words on this show.
No, that's a word.
Yes, we do.
We create words for the dictionary.
No. I'm
we
asking.
Do that
Divorces is a
I
word.
think I need to submit celibate to.
I think celibate is a word.
I think I should submit it to Webster's, and I need to coin. I need to
was
own the word.
celebrating last night. I celebrated twice.
I've been celebrating for a little bit.
You didn't celebrate last night.
I didn't celebrate last night.
I'm gonna celebrate when we finish. Yeah, get a divorce, lady. I'm gonna need you to get a divorce first, and then come back with another letter, and then we'll help you out with the other two. But I'm gonna need the divorce to happen first. We gotta get rid of this husband. This husband is in the way. If we can't work on two side pieces with this husband still dangling over us. We got to get rid of this husband first. Then we can address the side pieces.
Okay. Yeah.
It's an order to this thing.
It's an order to it. Okay.
Yeah, order is the order. What's the girl named Kaya?
You said who? Oh, Kaya. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is okay. In 5 seconds, I'm going to ask the question. Answer it in 5 seconds. All right, everybody. Let's do a round robin. We'll start with DJ Green. Should she go back to side dude number one? DJ Green, go. 5 seconds.
It sounds to me that that's the guy she likes for real. Yes.
Okay. RG.
No.
Why not? Because she needs to get divorced.
Because what?
Because she needs to get divorced.
Well, that and because the side nigga had some of bitches too.
Okay.
Okay.
So your side nigga is only supposed to be with his wife.
That's how the cheating game goes. the cheating in love game.
Even though she wasn't only with her husband.
I didn't make them. No. Hey,
okay, I want to be sure we clear. I want to be sure we clear. Even though she wasn't only with her husband, the side guy should have remained faithful.
She's supposed to only be with her husband, and he's only supposed to be with his wife.
Okay.
And then they be together. That is how that works.
Got it. Okay.
Let me add something before J-Rod and Kristen go.
Go ahead.
Because y'all know y'all hate when I go red pill, but this is a perfect red pill example. When a woman, because she's in love with side nigga number one, and when they not right, she'll go to side nigga number two. But when a woman is in love, she wants one dude. Mm-hmm. Goddamn. She wants the original side nigga. That's what she wrote the letter about. That's her favorite dude. If she could get him back, she'll cut off both of them for real. You know what I'm saying?
The husband.
But
she ain't cutting off that husband. The
husband is just a wallet. He's just he's a meal ticket. He's a simp. But the thing is, it's so sad.
But hold up. Like RG always says, you always say, don't cut the husband off. Why you so quick to cut the person off, right? So maybe she got a real solid relationship with her husband, and she don't want to leave the husband.
A solid relationship. She has emotional ties. The key word is she has emotional ties. That's the worst part. If your girl's emotionally tied to another nigga, you need to divorce her. Like, this guy should have been divorced about 10 years ago.
Family. They may have kids.
Fuck that family. Your woman is embarrassing you. Fuck the family. Your woman is embarrassing you in these streets. She's in love with two other niggas. I told you, actually my best friend. He had a bitch. He's his bitch now. He had a nigga wife. I live this shit. He had a nigga wife.
Every scenario.
I done been. Oh my god! I done been in the nigga house. I done been in the nigga house. The nigga was taking the bitch out of town while they was together. And she finally just left the nigga. You know what I'm saying? But like, the nigga went through this shit and he still wanted her back. This shit is crazy, yo. Like, I'm talking, the nigga literally tried to stalk. This is a true story. He stalked his wife when she was at my man came and knocking on the door. Dog, the woman hates your guts. But he's a wallet, a simp that's going to just take care of a motherfucker. You know what I mean? And she got with a real nigga that's gonna goddamn tear her ass up, take her out, show her a good time. And he don't get it. The woman don't like you. But the thing is, the woman will stay married to you long as they can get in your wallet. Like, it's men don't think like that. We not just gonna do a girl dirty like that. We'll let her go. A woman will milk you till you die, nigga.
I don't think that's a fair assessment though. Like, because I think we throwing the wallet out there as just just us guessing what's going on in that marriage. Like, we don't know. Like, she could be the breadwinner. Like, that's just again. That's just green.
Okay, if she was, you have a good point, Showtime. But if she was a breadwinner, if she's emotionally tied to these two niggas, she would have got rid of the nigga.
It could have been.
Because what is he there for? If she's the breadwinner, what is he there for? He serves no purpose.
Like Archie said,
maybe he just makes her comfortable.
I doubt that, seriously. She would not be emotionally tied to two other men if she probably doesn't even like touching that man. And if he tries to kiss her, she probably no. She has no connection with her husband no more. Like none. A woman is not gonna be tied to two dudes.
Because he's rich.
She needs to get a divorce. That's why I think I agree with J-Rod. He's the breadwinner. She's there for the wallet. He's providing. He's not providing. Like, she don't feel good about his presence.
I think she would.
But if she don't got no job and he's taking care of her, she gonna stay there. Why not? Why not?
Somebody said, "Wait, what, Green?"
I said that if he is taking care of her, I agree. He's the breadwinner. That's why she hasn't left him. He's taking care of her. He probably got a lot of money. And you know what? He might got a lot of money in a whole nother relationship. You know what I mean? He just doesn't know how to let go. Like, he might have a low self-esteem, but probably not. He probably is a guy who has no options. But he has a lot of money. He takes care of her. And she's like, why the fuck am I going to cut my lifeline off, basically? And I'm having a good time with these men that I love. But the real man she loves is her first side dude, but he had another girlfriend and she felt away, and then she tried to get her emotions and start dealing with somebody else. That was actually a mistake, because if your heart is with the first side nigga, just stay there. You know what I mean? She tried to, you know what I mean, but like, she's not loyal to anybody, obviously. So she tried to jump away from him, but now she want to go back to the original side nigga.
She has a whole husband at home.
He doesn't exist no more. He doesn't exist. We need to stop talking about her husband, for real. Honestly, when I really think about it, I just really had to reflect. We're here to help this woman.
Hold on. That's what I said in the beginning. I said she didn't ask us anything about her husband. That's what I said.
Right.
That's what I said.
You're 100% correct, Showtime.
So
that's what I said.
I felt bad, but I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to help this one, I'm going to help her. So everyone needs to stop talking about her husband. He literally is pointless. He's useless. I'm going to assume both of the guys that she likes make decent income. If she could get one of, not even, she wants the first dude. Go ahead.
Showtime, tell them what the letter was about.
Let's reset.
You better catch up. Yeah,
let's reset. If you just get into the room, this is what the letter was about. We had a listener who sent us a letter. Long story short, she's married. She's in her early 30s. She was seeing a married man. They ended up getting into a disagreement or something, and they were, I guess, apart for 6 months. And then COVID kind of caused them to separate, right? And then within that 6-month time frame, she ended up dating somebody else, right? Somebody else is not her husband. She ended up coming with a side number 2. and then she said that in May, she ended up reconnecting with side dude number 1. And they were telling each other that they loved each other, but she told him that she was with side dude number 2. And he told her that he had went on a date or something with another girl. So she don't see.
I'm tired already.
She don't see what the issue is. She don't see what the issue is. So she wants to know what she can do to salvage her, I guess, friendship or situationship with
love.
Number 1.
Love. It's actually love. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to help this woman now. She wants side nigga number 1. You want side nigga number 1, stop fucking other dudes. You're not fucking your husband. You need to cut off side nigga number 2. And start trying to now don't do this forever. Try to spend more time with side nigga number 1. If he likes you more than his other side girl, this is a crazy story. If he likes you more than the other side girl, he's gonna start spending more time with you, and eventually you might can get rid of the other girl, or you might can get the majority of his time. And eventually, y'all might can decide we're going to divorce our spouses.
What you're missing is she said he didn't like the person that he was seeing, so he decided to date it. So there is
Okay, so he's single. Well, he's single. Mentally single.
Ish.
Yeah, single-ish. Yeah. So, no, he's emotionally available. Okay, and she is too. She needs to take. She needs. Okay, this is my advice. Take him on a date. Her treat. Take her husband money. Tell her husband. Call your husband. Tell him give you a couple $100. He can be like, for what? I need to buy something. He's a simp. He's gonna give it to her. Okay, so you get your money from your husband. You go to the side nigga, right? And I'm assuming I could be wrong, and I hope I'm not wrong. If side nigga number one has good income, no, let me say this first. If side nigga number one is a broke nigga, don't listen to nothing I'm saying right now. Now, if he's a guy that has some money, okay, which I'm assuming, I don't think she even likes broke niggas. Anyway, so she goes to side nigga number one, but you take him out, you call him, say, you know what, I just want to talk to you. I'm going to take you out my treat. Take him somewhere and talk to him and say, look, I was seeing other dude because I thought you seen other people. And you know what? My heart is here. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all can start building, spending more time together. And if y'all find out y'all going to be with each other, y'all can divorce your spouses then. Because obviously y'all don't want to just divorce them now, which I don't agree with, but I'm not going to tell you to live your life. You know what I'm saying? But I want everybody to be happy. I want happiness. So if you're not comfortable leaving your husband until you have it's really called monkey branch. If you're not comfortable leaving your husband until you have a firm grip on side nigga number one, that's fine.
It's called what?
Monkey branching. You know, when a monkey swings from branch to branch, he doesn't let go of one branch until he has a firm grip on the second branch.
I've learned so many phrases.
You never heard have you used to play video games when you like Donkey Kong? The monkey will swing from branch to branch. The monkey doesn't let go of that other branch until he has a firm grip on the other branch, because then he can swing forward again. Don't fuck up your monkey branch. And your husband, that's the lifeline. And if this other nigga ain't gonna take care of you, you out back now. Like, you sick. You sick. You know what I'm saying? So wait till you have a firm grip. Not even just a firm grip, because he has a wife. You got to make sure he gonna leave his wife. So you might need to wait till he files for divorce. Convince him to file for divorce. Put it on him. Put it on him good.
Is this all at the dinner? Is this all discussed at the dinner?
You can't tell him. Okay. She can't tell him this is her plan.
Okay.
When the dinner, she needs to tell her. She needs to tell him she's in love with him.
Great. Let me ask this: does the first side nigga that she liked, does he want her to get a divorce?
He might not be wanting anything. This is her job to get. This is her mission. She has to get him away from his wife. So this is gonna be on her.
Oh, this
now there's a possibility where he might really don't want to leave his wife, and then you're really just fighting a battle you can't win. You know what I mean? So you got to she has to figure that out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She has to figure that out.
Okay, so her mission. We still got to go to Kristen and J-Rock for their 5 seconds, but so Brittany, what should she do with RG? What should she do with side dude number 2? Because we didn't even address that.
I think she should get him, but go ahead.
What if side dude number 2's feelings are invested in the situation with her? What should she cut him off completely? Like, what she got to do?
Just keep all 3, child. Because this just too much. Just keep them all 3 in rotation.
She
like,
can't.
Why lose one and let one drop off by default if they do something? But just right now, let's just keep this thing running. You've been doing okay with it. So why?
Listen to her. You got to get rid of side nigga number 2 if you really want side nigga number 1. I'm gonna tell you like that.
Finish what you start. So we don't like a quitter. So keep all 3. And live your life, girl, because you got me exhausted. Like, my mind can't even understand what is going on here. Because
she wants to be happy. That's all this is about. You know what I mean? Like, she's not a bad person.
3 times
she is happy.
Yeah.
She's not. She's almost there. But she's not. She needs. Her heart is with side dude number 1. That's where her heart is at.
Right. So
but side dude number 2 sound like he putting it down a little better.
This number 2.
I think that she should just take all the emotions out of it and just have fun.
That's hard for a female to do that.
It just seems
difficult.
What? Take the emotions out of it?
Yeah.
Nah, you
Especially
talking to
if they're
somebody that's
already
done it
there, it's hard
before.
to take them out. You know what I mean?
Well,
You
she's
talking to
taking the
somebody
emotion
that's done
out.
it
If
before. They go
she
speaking to
didn't take the
females
emotion
again.
out,
See
then
this?
she
I
wouldn't
gotta
be able to
go.
creep. You're able
You
to
said what
creep
now?
because you take the emotion out.
Hold on,
Yeah,
Kristen,
you
what you
can
saying?
take the emotion out if you just want to have fun. If you've already gotten to the point that you out stepping off on your husband, then it's something there already. So take
That's
the
what I'm saying.
emotions out.
I would say it's gonna be hard for her to take her emotions out of this. It's already there.
Yeah, but just take them out. If she want to be happy, just air her life. Just take them out. You already
How
did
about
much it.
how about you get rid of the number 1 and 2 and go get you a new number 1 and 2?
Come on. Then you
Like,
have
let's
three.
be done
She's
with the old ones and let's just.
she's probably cheated on her husband several times, and these are the guys she actually liked.
I know, but let's
like,
just go ahead and
for
get some
real.
new ones. It's too much wrapped up in that one. So let's go ahead and get 2 new fresh
He
ones.
said,
A
scrap
new
them all.
fresh batch.
But the
Let's get a fresh batch.
new if you get new fresh ones, they may not be able to deal with the fact that she got a husband, right? They
Right,
may not be
yeah,
able to accept that. That's you gotta go through a whole new vetting
Got
process.
audition.
exactly.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't recommend that at all.
She already stressed out. Just let her go through the stress. Audition them. I don't know. Find somebody else.
Audition.
Just take the emotions
Kristen,
out.
what do you
At the end of the day,
recommend?
if you want to be happy doing what you already doing, which is already some fuck shit, then you should just take the emotions out and just have fun.
She needs to meet up with the girl from Dallas, and then they both decide how to get men. That's what needs to happen.
Because the girl from Dallas ain't getting nobody. This one getting everybody. So if they bring
Right.
combine their forces.
Right.
She could give you one of them. She could give you one of hers.
You know
She
what I
got
mean?
3.
You got enough to go
Or she can
around.
get with her husband. Her husband.
Yo, Miss Girl, you are a genius.
You having all
Her
this fun on
husband
the
will be
side.
happy to be with that girl. He would. He would be. There will be a good. See, that will be a perfect relationship. That's how that shit goes.
Yeah.
Because
That
he
will be
wants
like
to
a
be
good
married. She
relationship.
wants to
That
be
man
married.
ain't gonna go nowhere. He gonna take care of her. That girl doesn't want to be in the streets. They are made for each other.
Yeah.
So what we'll tell the girl, if you try to get rid of your husband, we know a girl.
That'll take him off your
Right?
hands.
Yeah.
We'll take him off your hands.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, man. I don't know what kind of advice we gave these people tonight, but
Great advice.
Helping the
Oh,
world.
sometimes you didn't go. Give your advice.
I'm going to agree with Green. I think that her heart is with side dude number 1. I think that's
Right.
where her heart is. I think she is comfortable with her husband, but I think they probably having some issues. But I think as long as she's in love with side dude number 1, and she probably does love her husband, I don't think side
Nah,
dude,
she doesn't. She doesn't.
I don't think side dude number 2 has a chance. I think she needs to cut him out. And if she wants to be concerned about fixing things with side dude number 1.
Yeah.
You say that again? I did, just so I can hear
If she's
you.
concerned about fixing things with side dude number 1, like repairing that relationship, side dude number 2 got to go.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, you agree with me. Yeah, he got to go.
Yeah,
he has to go.
Yeah,
but take him on that date. Take him on that date. I'm telling you. It has to be your treat. The better the place, the more impressive it'll be.
Where should she take him, real quick?
You said where should she take him?
Yeah, like what level of restaurant? Like we talking Chris, or we
talking
5 star. 5 star. Okay.
Yeah,
her husband got money. He'll give her. Her husband got money. She can get. She can ask him for $500. He gonna give it to her.
Dinner, so you gotta treat him. He didn't give you all these pleasantries. Treat him.
Right.
Right.
Gotta treat.
All right, y'all. So if you got issues, we want to hear about your issues. Email us talkingtotown@gmail.com. DM anybody that you see on this panel. J Rod and Christian from And Then We Had Sex podcast. Tell them how they can follow you. Y'all got some. What's the award that y'all are nominated for? Tell them about that, and just tell them all of the dope stuff y'all got going on.
All right, so we lost that, but it was.
Okay.
We were in the.
Say it again. What's it name?
We were
Kristen,
in the
say that again.
Comedy Fest. But honestly, it was and people say this like all the time, but it was an honor to be nominated for that because it's such a big festival. And there were some dope creators that were participating in that. But you can find us at And Then We Had Sex. It's on Instagram, Facebook. Most of our clips are on Instagram. We have YouTube. And all the streaming platforms as well. We have a live show coming up actually in Virginia Beach at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone on August 1st. And tickets haven't gone on sale for that yet, but we gonna post all that shit too. And I'll be at Funny Bone July 2nd and 3rd. because I'm a comic. We didn't say that, but yeah. So there's that.
We did earlier.
Your husband over there.
Oh, see.
Oh, look, you said they looked each other in the eyes.
No, but
So cute.
so yeah, but our Instagram, we post all the clips, like because we talk about some shit on there. So it's and then we had sex on Instagram, YouTube.
Did you say what did she say?
Huh? And then we had sex.
Oh,
and Green.
I thought she said we have sex on Instagram. I was like, what the fuck?
RG, give him a bell. RG, give him
Green.
What?
One of your posts we actually talked about on the podcast.
We sure
Send it to me. Send it to me. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Nah.
I can't see. I don't care if y'all are dissing me. I don't care. I don't give a kid damn.
Don't worry about it. It was just me.
Yeah, I like the fact that y'all even talk about it.
Yeah, so that's, and then I'm at Kristen Sevilles, KRISTEN SIVILLS, and you're at
J-Talk 100.
So yeah, that is that. Yeah.
Cool. Well,
J-Rod, is that on your page? Or just on the podcast? I'm looking it up.
I'm not making a clip yet. It'll be a clip before the end of the week.
Did you shout me out?
Oh no!
He wouldn't let me say your name.
He said,
I was gonna say
no.
Give me my props, nigga. Nah, I said props to the True Thug's wife. That's all I want. I don't even need money, nigga. I'm good. Give me my motherfucking props.
I'll make sure on the post that I tag you.
Just I don't care if it's slander. I need my props. That's all I want.
Meme recently, and we talked about that shit. So
thank
about
you.
Flying out.
About what?
About flying out.
Flying a chick out. Oh, yeah. It's a good topic. We should cover that, actually, y'all. But yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
We appreciate it. It's been real dope. Don't forget, every Wednesday, we normally do this. This is Thursday, but we normally do this on Wednesday nights. Be sure to follow everybody that you see on this joint. And we'll see y'all next week, all right? Peace.
Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you.